All right, and welcome everybody to the live stream. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to visit our links. We're going to play a little ditty for you here. This one's known as Molybdenum 99. And we'll be back with you in about 3 minutes here at the Smash News Network, Least Busted, naming news. All right, so happy birthday, Smash staff. And thanks everybody for sending happy birthday wishes to Smash staff. By the way, for all you viewers out there, we have reestablished our coronal mass ejection warning. So just in time to suspend our coronal mass ejection warning, we've got it back in place. So it looked like one wasn't going to happen, and now it certainly looks like one is going to happen. That's all I'll say on that. And of course, we were showing you some GOES 16 solar ultraviolet imagery and some SDO ultraviolet imagery. After all, 304 angstroms is ultraviolet. Now, this is a week. This is the last week, so we're showing you ionized helium since we last did a YouTube live stream, at least this type of live stream. And if you're new to the channel, we do these every Wednesday. The rules are we'll talk about whatever we want. They usually last about an hour. They always start around 2 p.m. on Wednesday afternoons. And I won't be consulting the crystal ball in today's broadcast. That's for a different playlist. Once again, if you're new to the channel, check our playlists. There are quite a few of them on YouTube. youtube.com/smashamash/playlists. So yeah, coronal mass ejection warning back on. Solar flare warning remains off. So check it out. We did see a great CME here on this imagery right in this time frame here on 9:30. Some great imagery there of that. Anyway, a bunch of exciting stuff happening, not just with the sun, but with various things. And by the way, if you're thinking of purchasing a bicycle, we'll put a link in the description here. You can save you and your peeps 10%. There we go. There's a link in the comments, actually, the live stream comments. There's a link to the curated site. If you'd like me to help you shop for your bike, head to that. Share it with your friends. There's a link at the top to save 10%. Click on that. Share that link with your friends and so on if you're thinking of shopping for a bike. I've been a bike racer for pushing 25 years at this point. I'll just say over 24 years. And those of you not aware, I started out as a cross-country mountain bike racer in 97, went pro in 99, road debut in 2001, and then I did some track timed events also. I am capable of ascending to national championship level events, as I made sure I got at least a Cat 3 on track and road. So anyway, let's get to the normal stuff we cover on the Wednesday weekly streams. And once again, thanks to the Smash team. Also, thanks to our patrons who made the Smash team possible. Patrons, I would remind you for the 957th time to cancel your Patreon and start contributing via smashamash.com/smashteam. The content is superior, so we built our own site. Now, back in 2018, a crack YouTube unit was sent to social media prison for a crime we didn't commit. We promptly escaped a maximum security social media stockade into the internet underground, where we survive as producers of fortune. Anyway, if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find the content, maybe you can hire the Smash team. You can find links to that at smashamash.com. Welcome to the Neo-Renaissance. And to all you YouTube types, this is a YouTube exclusive. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. If you haven't seen the merch, you can find links to that on the homepage as well. This one right here, smAsho merch. You see that? You click that link and you click Explore Designs over here on the Redbubble shop. You will see this, where we do things like demand accountability. And we implore you to forgive, remember, and hold accountable. As there's a lot of accountability to be had yet, in order to get to the point of universum liberate, right? So pick up some gear over at the smAsho merch shop. We also implore you to Mansa, make America not suck again, and Mensa, Make Earth Not Suck Again if you're an international viewer. Once again, congratulations on realizing the channel exists. There are like 1 billion YouTube users, and we nearly see 100 views per day. Oh my God, perish the thought. These designs are in order of creation. Perhaps commemorate the dimension of the year, hell, in the year 2020, unanimously voted the dimension of the year, hell. Perhaps you'd like to commemorate that and promote some dastardly dim-witted Democrat douchebaggery. Anyway, are you accountable? Have certain people been making you feel like pole vaulting the caldera? Well, we certainly hope not. But we do, once again, implore you to forgive, remember, and hold accountable. So what else is going on? This is, as all our Wednesday streams are, a standard, everyday, regular, neighborhood Universum Liberate Fest, where you can ask whatever you like in the comments, and I'll actually consider answering. 53 products with Universum Liberate. Don't worry, folks. We won't be offended. Although keep in mind, we are a free speech purist, essentially, which means while we may not agree with what you say, we will certainly not censor you. In any case, most importantly, folks, Universum Liberate. If your favorite extraterrestrial is in some kind of odd slavery state, we implore you to free your favorite extraterrestrial, as well as your friend, foe, and neighbor, from the chains that are the nonsense that's been holding the planet back for the past 2 years. What is the insanity? Mensa, make Earth not suck again. It's up to you, folks. You have to go out there and personally ride your bike up and then back down a giant mountain and reemerge with an undestroyed bike and an undestroyed you. Yes, it's up to you, folks, to make Earth not suck again. And what else is going on the internet? Let's talk about where you can hear some of the original tracks, like the one we played to start things out. Molybdenum 99, named for the radioactive isotope of molybdenum, which, by the way, is one of the hottest elements out there. It's used as structural portions of the steel matrix. So structural steel contains high degrees of molybdenum, and one of the radioactive isotopes is molybdenum 99. That was the track that we played to kick off the videos, this video. And yeah, you can check out more tracks. I think there are 15 of them available to add to your MP3 collection for $1 or so, or to stream at soundclick.com/goldencatproductions. A lot of these have been charted now. Let's see. Gem Cutter's been all the way up to number 40, I guess, overall, not just in subgenre. And before my mouth gets dry, let's play Power Bait, a track that has a bunch of sound effects from Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. Here's Power Bait. Is it going to play? The heck? There isn't Power Bait. I'll play it for you anyway, though. And I'll be right back here at the Smash News Network, Least Busted. Naming news. And happy Smash-tober, by the way. All right, so we are back, and I won't expose you to that CBS News. Actually, I'm going to re-expose you to that CBS News situation again. Today, I'm not going to mention their header or how ridiculous it is, except I guess I violated my own rules. Oh my God, how hypocritical of me. God forbid anybody do something hypocritically in the year 2021. So yeah, it's been a heck of a year of accountability, right? Oh my God, everybody's been so accountable for their screw ups last year. Oh, it's just spectacular. Spectacular. I mean, let's face it. Andrew Cuomo. Slow clap, everybody, for Andrew Cuomo. Hey, Andrew Cuomo, that's an awful nice reputation you got there. Be ashamed if it was shattered, huh? Hey, Dr. Fauci, how about this? You and I will be the De Niro and the Pacino and the COVID. How about this? You and I will be the De Niro and the Pacino of the COVID. Hey, Dr. Fauci, were you aware that I would be diddling the staff? Hey, Dr. Fauci, that's an awful nice staff you got there. Be ashamed if I diddled it. Dr. Fauci, let's get matching nipple rings. What do you think, Dr. Fauci? Oh my God, I coughed on the COVID and killed it. I feel terribly. I ended a life, the poor life of the COVID. All right, everybody, let's drink a toast to Smash staff. I was working my way up to it. It's the cheap, horrific vodka. So I'm going to do a countdown from 10. And at that point, everybody chug booze. Just kidding, folks. Don't chug booze. Don't chug booze. I was just joking. Never chug booze. Chugging booze bad. I'm going to open a beer as a chaser. By the way, congratulations to Facebook for being so ethical. Mark Zuckerberg had a great comeback for the tens of thousands of pages of evidence-backed testimony from Ms. Haugen. Mark, congratulations. You've restored the reputation of Facebook with your pages and pages of disclaimers. You put up refutations to Ms. Haugen's statements. So Mark, slow clap for Mark. Oh, Mark. Every time you testify before Congress, every time you testify before Ossifer, every time Mark testifies before Congress, Mark is just an exemplary factor of humanness and functionality. He can almost compose a coherent sentence. All right, so here's the countdown. Everybody who's drinking to Smash Staff's birthday, here's your countdown from 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cock glass. And happy birthday to Smash Staff. Yowzers. By the way, if you weren't aware, you're supposed to exhale before taking a shot and then inhale after taking a shot. That way you don't exhale all that important alcohol vapor. Oh, God. How about lighter fluid instead? Jeez. The brand will remain undisclosed. I'll say this. It comes in a big plastic bottle. Yeah. That's the most information you'll get on that, folks. It's It's a trade secret. And it's a trade secret that nobody would take in trade for much of anything. I'm not sure if lighter fluid is tastier or not. Don't drink lighter fluid, folks. And on that note, don't pole vault the caldera. And on that note, maybe don't look at cbsnews.com. Anyway, maybe you've heard about Mark Zuckerberg's comeback. Maybe you heard about some sort of a thing going on in a Texas school. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want the video to be demonetized. Did you hear about a asteroid's moon being a target of a spacecraft launch? Oh my God, Trump falls off the list of the Forbes top 400. Oh, noes. I'm very concerned. Very concerned. He may only have hundreds of millions of dollars, or maybe only a couple billion instead of a few. Could you imagine such a thing? Sweden halts use of Moderna's COVID vaccine in under 30s. Sweden, what's going on over there? How come they had such good results without ever locking down the country or making people walk around like complete COVIDiots with a mask on their face? Which, by the way, that's been a fail at preventing pandemics from day one, as sick people drive pandemics. So the advice of stay home when you're sick, that's good advice. The advice of wearing a mask, you tell me if it works. I'm not going to say whether or not it works, but you tell me. Does it work? Let us know in the comments what you think. And we will display your comments here, but we're not going to display more CBS News nonsense because we're going to go look at CNBC for a quick moment. A completely, obviously, it's an NBC property, not a CBS property. And get me off of the screen. Never. The only thing that's going to support anything around here is for the River Styx waters to be supporting your soul. Your soul will be supported by the River Styx, not the thing. Anyway, by the way, cryptocurrency is up massively. Bitcoin at $54,861 per Bitcoin. Yowzers. According to Coinbase, 54,855. But in any case, a big uptick here. Let's look at the 1 month. There's the 1 month chart of Bitcoin, almost back to its There's the 1 year chart, almost back to its highs of last seen in May earlier this year. So big uptick there in crypto. If you're a crypto investor, let us know in the comments. Please don't say that crypto is the new gold. I will feel sorry for you. All right, next, Ethereum. We'll look at Ethereum here, also on Coinbase. There's the 1 year. Here's the 1 month. Really? Damn. It took forever to draw. All right. Again, there's the 1 year. And there's the 1 month. Ethereum has been a little bit more volatile here than Bitcoin. Anyway, you can see a big run up there. About $200, or about 3%. And also I wanted to show Stellar Lumens. Here's Stellar Lumens on the Coinmetrics Exchange. The Coinmetrics Exchange. Throughout the month of October, we'll be talking like a psycho. Anyway, there's Stellar Lumens over a year. There's Stellar Lumens over a month. 33 cents per Stellar Lumen. We'll also look at a quick quote on how about, I don't know. Facebook. How about a little quote on Facebook? Let's look at a 1 month chart. Yowzers. I can't imagine why anybody would go selling Facebook. I mean, it seems like such a good value. Such a good value. I mean, and such good coders over there at Facebook. They can almost make software that is able to run on their own router settings. Isn't that special, folks? Anyway, we're hoping Facebook eventually learns how to code and stops being such a am I allowed to say, is it ageist to call Facebook a boomer? Because Facebook isn't really a boomer. I guess it's not really ageist to call Facebook a boomer, I guess. Anyway, here's gold. There's a 1 year chart of gold. It's actually down on the month chart. And silver is actually an even better value at the moment. Here's a 1 year chart of silver. Look at that. Look at how low it looks. $22.62 per ounce for silver there. There's a 1 year chart also down on the 1 month basis. Who would have thunk it, folks? It seems like it's just a perfect opportunity at this moment to not suck at the things you do. I'm pretty sure that at this moment, if you just simply don't suck at most things, you'll just come out on top. It's a prime opportunity at the moment to display the fact that maybe you're actually good at a thing. I don't know, just saying. Oh, hey, look at me. I'm actually good at a thing. Like, that's even better than when you don't suck. Seriously, find a giant corporation that's able to do their own job right now. Did you hear about Kellogg's? Kellogg's was choking. Kellogg's was choking. I don't know how many people resigned. Let's just say it was a lot. Let's look at business headlines, for that matter. Let's take a look. Let's just see what's going on. GM plans to double sales by 2030 to $280 billion in digital push to be seen more like Tesla. But it's cute, though. It's cute that that's their aspiration. Senate GOP leader McConnell offers short-term debt ceiling extension following Biden pressure. Oh, well, thank goodness. Because, you know, that's something I got to say about government. Hey, that's an awful nice government you got there. Be a shame if it shut down, huh? Be a shame if it shut down, huh? Boy, that would be a real shame. As we rely on you, the government, for so many important things. So many important things we rely on you there for, government. Oh my God, I would feel terribly if I tried to go on a tour of the USS Arizona and couldn't go because the government shut down. By the way, every time the government shuts down, NORAD doesn't shut down. And lots of people who are innately involved in things like the supply chain and national security and emergency response personnel and so on, guess what? They don't stop doing their jobs. And here's a salute to all of you who have sworn an oath to uphold the U.S. Constitution. Cheers. We hope that you are continuing to do your job and uphold that oath. If you're doing things to undermine the Constitution, I've got a clipboard. And on the clipboard, I'll put people's names. I'll put their names on the clipboard. And then I'll forgive, remember, and hold accountable. That's called a callback, by the way. Default would threaten national security. Oh, my God. If you don't pay up on your debts, people may rush across the border. Oh, wait, they're already rushing across the border? Oh, my God. I lost my own argument. My premise failed. Biden enlists big bank CEOs and AARP in push to raise the debt ceiling 12 days before deadline. All right. On that note, you're all invited to head to smashamash.com/forum. So if you go to smashamash.org, it'll redirect you to our homepage. And welcome to the Neo-Renaissance. Allow me to get off the screen. I don't look good with a white background. If you click on smAsho Forum, one of the many links on the homepage, you'll find our delightful forum. Now, it's free to go check it out. I mean, you can even post and so on. It's completely free. It's just a public forum. You can post whatever you want within the confines of the law. And stuff about Gobekli Tepe and all sorts of things. 2021, the year of incompetence. And in our content forum, we've got an entire forum thread just about memes. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but did you notice some what's the right word? Some irregularities in certain people's ability to tell the truth, maybe? Stuff like that. Has it been you know what I'm talking about? Am I being too subtle here? Should I start ranting? All right, give me a bit. I'll work myself up to it. The face of evil. Saint Dr. Anthony Fauci. Oh! Fancy meeting you here during the weekly Wednesday live stream COVID. So what's good, COVID? What's new and exciting? It's good to see you. Good to see you. How are things? Are you still being blamed for stuff that you didn't even do, COVID? Are you still? What's this? You've been held responsible for flu problems. Are you suggesting that people have been misdiagnosed? No, come on. That's impossible, COVID. That's just impossible. Let's display our viewer chats on the screen, as there aren't that many, but we will still put them up, since I assume that 4 people actually saw that this video, or are able to see this video is live, actually saw this video is live. Anyway, let's cover up the face of evil here for a minute and display the chats. Oh, look, no notifications. By the way, there's a reason to drink a 40-ounce beer today, but I'm only drinking one. It's a Yuengling Premium. What I should say is I'm only currently drinking one. Anyway, Fauci lied over and over again. Happy birthday to Smash staff. And let's get on with some more memes, because I was going to give you a tour of my June 2021 Untitled folder, but I've decided against this because there are a trillion files in there. And the 1 trillion files, while they bring back the delightful memories of months and months of daily space weather and meteorology segments and other random files that I just save in one folder, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to just instead go to the first page of the memes and try to rationally go through the memes without... I'm going to let the memes speak for themselves, because that's what they're for, right? So here we go. smashamash.com/forum. In the Our Content forum, we've got memes. And I'm just going to sit back and relax and let the memes scroll. So the first one was the commemorative dimension of the year 2020, as Again, if you weren't aware, hell was unanimously voted to be the dimension of the year last year, which is why this cover of Hell magazine, or whatever it is, was a thing. And it reminds us, to resist we much, we must and we will much, about that be committed. So to quote Al Sharpton, the ingenious visionary, resist we much, we must and we will much, about that be committed. I guess to a mental institution. Who remembers the moment? And let's go to this cringeworthy moment. Ah, what a cringeworthy moment that was. Do you remember that? Let's talk about this, as I love this. This is, thank you, Bernie. I could just kiss Bernie right on his flaccid neck. Because at this moment, this is when the TV station cut to a commercial break. And what happened was, at the commercial break, Bernie and Liz Warren both approached each other and accused each other of accusing each other on national television of lying. Bernie said, "Liz, you said that I was lying here on national television." And Liz said, "Assistant, I'm going to get me a beer. Actually, it was you that accused me of lying." And meanwhile, this tool right here, look at this tool. This right here is an epic tool. That guy, that's Tom Steyer. And if that guy is not a noob, I don't know who a noob could possibly be in the realm of politics. The reason that Tom Steyer is in such a weird, cringeworthy pose is because, and I'm not making this up, that nobody could have imagined something as mentally challenged as this. What happened was, as Liz and Bernie accused each other of calling the other a liar on national television, Tom Steyer wanted to go and get a handshake from Bernie, say hi to Bernie, or something like that. Billionaire and climate noob face, who has never taken a geology class in his entire godforsaken life, Tom Steyer, wanted to go say hi to Bernie. So this is one of my favorite moments in recent U.S. politics. Moving on. It was straight up meme worthy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was meme worthy. Speaking of meme worthy, how about this one? "Hey, your family member is now in a better place, smiling down on my brilliant governance, eh? What's going on with accountability with this guy? What's going on with accountability with Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf? It's a mystery, folks. It's a mystery. Now, continuing on with my pro memes, which are better than yours. If you've made memes, don't face me in a meme off, because you will be disappointed in yourself. So let's talk about the Wiener Schnitzel sponsored new Washington football team. They're going to be known as the Washington Condiments, and they're going to be sponsored by ketchup and mustard. Oh, yeah. So, thank God that ketchup and mustard are not yet considered racist. They will be the new mascots. Yes, condiments. So, you know how people, at the end of football games, they bathe the coach in Gatorade? Well, this year they're going to be bathing the coach in ketchup and mustard. I don't know who it'll be, but it's going to be delightful. So get your grilled cured meats. Get your meat in tube form ready to go, because the Washington Condiments are going to be killing it in the year 2022. after they have a horrible losing season in the year 2021 to 22. They will not be going to Pago Pago. Continuing on. Every meme you can make, I can make better. I can make any meme better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Listen to the science. Support masks. Support a mask mandate nationwide. Require masks in every federal building and facility and interstate travel. Also, if you remember, not only do I have hairy legs, the Second Amendment has always limited what kind of people can buy guns and what kind of guns people can buy. I mean, when I was your age, we didn't have Glocks and Springfields and all kinds of other polymer handguns and nuclear weapons to fire from submarines. No, we were using the atlatl and slingshots made from vines. Also, occasionally we would use a sling or a tomahawk fashioned from some vines and a stick and a sharp piece of flint. Flint, yes, flint. Anyway, I beckon back to the days when things were as simple as they used to be. And back then, you couldn't just buy an F-16. If you bought an F-16 back in the 1700s, the government would launch a nuclear weapon toward you. It was amazing. Anyway, just in case you didn't think the government was capable of overreach. But oh wait, that's my campaign material. I'm sorry. I forgot which year it was, folks. What about Neil Ferguson? I like him better like this. What about you? This is a guy like Fauci who was responsible for the destruction of economies across the Western world. Yes. And that brings me to the most poignant point. Hey, that's an awful nice government you got there. Be a shame if it shuts down, eh? I was really worried about whether the government's going to shut down. Oh, noes, not the federal government. It's supposed to have basically nothing to do with your life ever. But oh, we're very concerned. Oh, noes. It could shut down, folks. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When you worship the government, you're God. You don't want your God to be shutting down. So, oh, noes. I'm very worried. Just kidding. Please shut down most of the government today. I am an advocate of the portion of the government that is supported by the Constitution. And the part that's not, I'm not for it. Did you know that capitalism was abolished in 1913 via the establishment of the Federal Reserve Act, signed into law by Woodrow Wilson? And check it out. Here's the old version of the Fauci fraud product. It's yowzers. Fraud. You see, when you intentionally misrepresent material facts, that's what we call fraud. Now, I used to be not only an insurance agent, but an insurance agency, yes. For a while, I was a human insurance agency. And one of the important things to understand about being a human insurance agency is that you shouldn't commit fraud. Committing fraud is bad, right? It's different than when you screw up because intent matters. If you just go, oops, I told the person that the benefit on the life insurance policy was $1 trillion instead of 1,000. My bad. I was only off by a few orders of magnitude. But if you intentionally misrepresent the efficacy of masks in order to prevent a run on them because you think people are dumb, which is not to say that masks work. It's not to say, oh my God, COVID, look, I haven't been wearing a mask throughout this entire stream. Whether or not I was wearing a mask before that or ever is classified. But certainly during the stream, I have not been wearing a mask. COVID, would you please hold my infractions in abeyance? If you are located in Pennsylvania, we will come to your location and we will write your name on a clipboard if you are somebody not wearing the mask. You will all wear the mask. Otherwise, there will be repercussions that you nicht want to deal with. Yeah? Do not allow yourself to be exposed to the repercussions. Otherwise, it could be what we call ein Schlechttag. Ein Schlechttag. For you and your... Anyway, I don't want to get too in-depth into it, but if I show up at your location and I have a clipboard in my hand, make sure you are wearing ein mask. If you are wearing ein mask, your name does not need to appear on the list. However, if you are walking around unmasked, thinking that you can just expose all of the universe to all of your germs, then think again, because we will be recording all of your movements and your activities and possibly implanting small silica-based antennae in your capillaries. We hope we do not have to do this, but it could be a thing that is done. So we're going to play you another track here as we are it is almost time to end the stream. COVID, I will ask you to leave. Please leave or I will write your name on a clipboard. Yeah? It was that easy. All you must do is threaten your foes and they will crumble like a house of cards. Speaking of houses of cards, don't diddle kids. Don't diddle kids. And also, don't commit fraud. Don't commit fraud. So when you decide to change what you think about the requirements for herd immunity, based on poll results, that could be fraud, as you've intentionally misrepresented material facts. You see where I'm going with this? This commercial break brought to you by smAsho.com, sponsored by Canada Dry Gold, who does not endorse any of the things that I've ever said on the channel. It's actually not brought to you by them. It's just brought to you by us. But I just figured I would break that out because if you haven't tried this stuff, you should seriously check it out. Canada Dry Gold. If you want to have a soda that's spicy and still full of high fructose, high fruit syrup, Shiraz Jobagan told me to tell you that we all need access to Batacave Care. Batacave Care. If you don't have access to Batacave Care, it's because Bernie Sanders has not endorsed your health plan. So don't allow your soul to be cast into the river Styx. Endorse Bernie Sanders' favorite spending plans and Canada Dry Bold. This public service message brought to you by absolutely nobody and the Smash News Network. Least busted. Name and news. All right, let's cut off Blacksmith. If you want to hear the whole track in its full glory, go check it out, soundclick.com. Soundclick.com/Golden Cat Productions. Check it out over there. It is a delight. I assure you, it is a delight. So check it out. I just wanted to talk about the Covidiacy chart. So let's bring this up. So the Covidiacy chart, folks. Let's talk about this. At some point last year, we created this spectrum of Covidiacy. And every one of you lies on this spectrum. Whether you're over here, or most likely somewhere in here, you're someplace on this chart. I guarantee it. So, let's do a brief explanation of the chart of Covidiacy, shall we? Because it is truly Covidiotic. So, let's just say this. Congratulations on surviving a global pandemic. So far, we deeply, deeply hope that on Smash Staff's birthday, you aren't a complete and total Covidiot. So, regarding the chart, there are two ends of the spectrum. Let's start with the right side. The right side of the spectrum is the fearmonger, who says every human is a deadly viral vector who needs masks and lockdowns today and forever, possibly even after vaccination. Does that look like a forecast to you, folks? Does that look like a forecast? Because this is months and months old. The other side of the continuum of Covidiacy is there's no risk to anybody ever. And then in the middle, you've got most people who are like, we need a balanced approach. And what's interesting about this graph is this. If you're at this part of the graph, let's say you live here, you're like, humans might be a deadly viral vector who need masks and lockdowns today and forever and possibly even after vaccination. If you're right there in the middle, you might be a complete and total Covidiot. But in any case, if you're here in the middle, what this means is that as you approach this side of the graph, these people become morons. And then you can only get so dumb. And this side of the graph, they're also morons. In other words, the vertical axis here is how stupid you think people are, right? Meanwhile, if you line up over here, if your theory is that every human is a deadly viral vector, as you approach this part of the graph, eventually you reach maximum stupidity, like in the middle of the chart, and everybody to your left becomes completely Covidiotic. Likewise, if your theory is that there's no risk to anybody ever, you might just think it's like this, that everybody, period, is a complete Covidiot, unless they're, at this moment, there's no risk to anybody ever. So that's the continuum of Covidiacy. It's quite interesting. And, you should ask yourself where it is you line up, because it is certainly relevant to everybody at this point on planet Earth, which has been made to suck by a lot of stupid people. Geez, we have a very low number of chats today. We just have a very low number of chats. I mean, I don't know what to say. But, yeah, a shockingly low number of stats. And thanks for leaving comments, Mr. DeWitt and Renee And what happened to Steve French? Steve French is probably showing his package to some other female, to some female cougars out there. He's probably showing his package. That's probably what's going on. According to Bubbles, Steve French has quite the package. All right, let's play one more track. We're going to come back to close things out here before the video ends. I'm going to play one more track. This is, let's see, what do we got? How about Structural Collapse? Seems like an appropriate song. So Structural Collapse. Here at the Smash News Network, Least Busted. Naming news. All right, I'm back. And I just wanted to pay homage to Pennsylvania's top COVIDiots. So, in a year of accountability, you got to hand it to the government to promote the least competent people. Anybody? Anybody? Even Tom Wolfe is gesturing at Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine. Everybody slow claps for Rachel Levine. Oh, doing a fine job. A fine job. Pennsylvania, one of the deadliest states to have somebody in a nursing home, courtesy of people like Rachel Levine, who actually, coincidentally, pulled her own mother out of a nursing home the same day the mandate to allow COVID-infected patients, to force nursing homes to take COVID-infected patients, period. It's that simple. Ah, yes, we should sing happy birthday to Smash staff, but we should all do it on our own because it's embarrassing to Smash staff especially, but also to everybody singing. So, yes, it is true. Again, thanks everybody for leaving comments. Happy birthday to Smash staff. I apologize if your comments must be on the screen while you have COVID. It's on the screen. These things happen. And nay, as far as setting up a live stream as a premiere, that's not a thing. Premieres, YouTube, let me just explain something about YouTube. YouTube is designed for edited, produced videos. That's what YouTube's for. YouTube, as far as doing live type videos like this, that is not the purpose of YouTube. The purpose of the Smash News Network, least busted name in news, is to all right, I'm back. Man, it requires too much psychic energy to make those letters. By the way, if you appreciate the plasma letters, let us know. All right, there we go. I got it back. We got the letters back. And it's time for one more beer before we close this thing here out. All right, I'm back. Whew. All right, so let's see what else we can cover here. We're gonna go back to memes. Yes. Let's go back to memes. And there's no reason to pick on Bernie Sanders. He makes fun of himself enough. Although we've made quite a few Bernie memes. Shout out to Bernie, America's favorite vulture plutocrat. Remember, folks, while the pen may be mightier than the sword, I suggest you carry a backup of both. That's 2 pens and 2 swords. After all, you've got 2 hands, and you may need to conduct a sword fight with one hand while signing documents with the other. I know, you're not all capable, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And what the heck is going on? Hey, look. All right, next page of memes here at the forum. Actually, you can go look at the memes yourself. This is the last one that we'll put up, since it seems relevant. What do you think? So yeah, I don't know about these different politicians that you're mentioning, but cheers. I'm going to drink some beer while scrolling your comments. Michael DeWitt is wondering how people got a wrench. He's feeling left out because we have so many viewers who have wrenches, and Michael has no wrench. I feel terribly sorry for him. I mean, I'm hoping that the gods of YouTube will eventually give him a wrench. I feel like it's going to happen for you, man. I feel like it's going to happen for you. There's some kind of a magical spell is going to be cast onto you, Mr. DeWitt. And when it does, your soul will no longer need to be cast into an ever darkening and deepening, an ever DARPA-based darkening and deepening abyss of doom, destruction, and raining dog turds, which is one of the scariest things when you think of it, because doom and disgusting destruction is pretty scary. But if it's just raining dog turds as you descend an ever deepening and darkening abyss, that becomes a very deep and dark abyss, doesn't it? And while I'm not concerned about the size of your penis, I might be very concerned if you indeed try to cover me as a linebacker. Because you, sir, Sky Thing has no wrench. Oh my God. Well, you guys, I don't know. Mr. DeWitt and Sky Thing, I think you two are doomed to have a giant penis and dress in costumes like this. I mean, just think of it. Just think of it, folks. Imagine if you were a halfback. If you were a halfback, a promising halfback in the NCAA, and when you decided to do a play action pass and do a fake draw play handoff where you run out and then go to the middle of the field and attempt to catch a pass there, what would you do if this person was trying to cover you? Now, it depends on where they're trying to cover you. If Dr. Levine was trying to cover you, you know, real strong on the ball, then you got to definitely lay the wood down and play some offensive defense. But if Levine's trying to play you soft, you got to pull down the ball and then run in lots of yards after the catch, because this dude is not tackling you in the open field. That's guaranteed. I mean, are those man hands? I'm not so sure. Those look like tiny, tiny hands of a woman. And let's don't get into hand size. And just end this stream. Just suddenly like, all right, maybe not. We won't just end the stream. We will put your chats on the screen one more time here as I see a bunch of chats coming in that I do not have time, inclination, or enough souls in my amulet to read. Because if you're able to see the souls in my amulet, you would just look and you'd go, oh man, he's clearly only got X number of souls in there, and you know, he needs like X cubed number of souls or something. So in any case, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. But yes, we will put your... Let's make that small. There we go. All right, so whatever else you're saying. Jen Psaki is a Muppet. You can quote me on that. Jen Psaki is a Muppet. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but just let them pull. Yes, Bernie. Yes, Bernie. I have endless material on Bernie. In fact, maybe I should close out the video with some Bernie quotes. One of my favorites ever, I think it is my favorite Bernie quote, is, I think it was with 2020, actually. And Bernie said, when you have the choice of 20 different underarm spray deodorants or 18 different pairs of sneakers, it's, oh, wait a minute. I lost my train of thought here. I forget what that quote does. Can anybody recite that Bernie quote? It's the ultimate Bernie quote. It's something about the rich, because there's so many choices of deodorant and sneakers. That's why children are hungry in this country or something. Anyway. Since this is one of the most poignant things of the entire year, let's close out the video with this on screen. Oh, it's perfect. I'll let your chat scroll. I'm going to play a track here real quick. We'll close out the video. This one is called Journey to the Center of the Hearse. And we'll see you next week for our live streams. That's great. All right, thanks everybody seriously for tuning in. We'll see you next week for a similar stream, and of course, all over the place on live premieres, daily content on the channel. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. We'll see you next time here at the Smash News Network, least busted. Naming news.